Like songs, you guys, it's me, Shaggy, coming to you live with another episode of Shaggy Rogers Book Reviews. Today, we're getting back into, a series that has been very near and dear to my heart. I started reading this book series, back in the 90s, even though I shouldn't have. And I've always loved it, even though there are some definite low points. And we're gonna get into that here in a minute. John Constantine, Hellblazer, The Fear Machine. Let's get into it, guys. So, after the conclusion of Devil You Know and John's antics in that story arc, John bounces around a bit and hooks up with the peace movement. See, John's been framed for murder, so he's on the lam, and he needs some place to hide out. And at first, he's turned off by these guys, and I mean, who wouldn't be? They're a bunch of hippies. But a teenage psychic named Mercury convinces him reluctantly to stay with him for a while and be a part of their little tribe. Months into his stay, both he and Mercury are out, and they stumble upon a corporation messing around with the ley lines of Stonehenge. Yes, that's Stonehenge. And trust me, things just get weirder from there. Fear Machine sets John into a bit of a political quagmire, a political thriller, if you will, as what the reader first thinks of is, oh, it's just another big business trying to tear down a national monument. Slowly, mind you, it turns into, oh, they're actually being funded by the Freemasons, and oh, they're being manipulated by a satanic cult within the Freemasons. Like I said, it just gets weirder from there. On a good note, Mark Buckingham and the team just knock it out of the park when it comes to the artwork. And at times, it literally feels like a psychedelic acid trip, like I'm tripping on ayahuasca just reading this. The Freemason satanic cult, if you will, kidnap Mercury, and they use her as a conduit to basically try and psychically kill people. She basically becomes like a mind ninja. So see, these guys, they set up shop in London at a remote laboratory, and they build this one-to-one replica of Stonehenge. Excuse me. And they basically use it as a fear machine and try to create this fear demon. Again, psychedelic trip, tripping on ayahuasca, it just gets freaking weird. With that being said, John is forced to race against time to not only save Mercury, but to save his friends from being butchered by this cult. And while John does in fact save the young girl, the same cannot be said for his friends, because all things John Constantine, his friends get to pay the price. Now, those are the pros, and here come the cons. It's just slow. The pacing is just all over the freaking place. Like, the first half of the book is just, oh dear God in heaven, dragging. It feels like dragging an anvil through a muddy field. It's that slow. The second half of the book has a bunch of preachy feminist nonsense in it. And as a fan of the Delano run, this is a low point. It's uninspiring. I'm sorry. if you're a fan like me and a fan of the first portion of the Hellblazer comic series, the Jamie Delano run, you gotta admit this is a low point. And as a fan, I can tell you, you're better off reading Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 4, Volume 5. I practically have the entire Jamie Delano run, and I can tell you, this is uninspiring. That being said, that's been my review of Hellblazer, the Fear Machine. And even at low points, I'm telling you, reading is fun to mental. You guys stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.